morning, DBS family. How you guys doing? I hope everybody is safe. We didn't have a show yesterday, and understandably so as well. So this is our first connect with you after we all went through this horrible weather disaster. Grenada, Carriacou, these islands are not doing too well, but certainly they are in our prayers. They will continue to be in our prayers. We need to go on over to our news desk now and see what's going on there. And when we come back, we'll kick off our features.
Good morning. The St. Lucia Red Cross Society is urging the public to be better prepared during the hurricane season. The organization is encouraging residents to plan to give emergency responders at least 3 days to respond in the aftermath of a disaster by ensuring they have at least 72 hours worth of supplies.
My concern was when I got a call last night about 8:45 that there was a shelter open in Vieux-Fort, and people just walked in and they were empty-handed. And for the life of me, we have been telling people, and this one was a very, very good example, that we are not sure we're going to meet you on time in that sense, give and take whatever time the thing happened. So you walk into a shelter, minutes to 9, you're empty-handed, then you say you're hungry. Then I've got to try and pull strings in the night to get some things there, get something they're going to go and feed you. And yet we have been preaching all the time, make sure you have stuff in your home for the 72 hours, at least give me 3 days to get to you.
He says the island is not prepared for Category 4 and 5 hurricanes. However, he still is urging the public to take the necessary precautions. As for action in the aftermath of Beryl, Pierre says that the Red Cross Society will not have to do a massive response. Soufriere residents were busy picking up the pieces after a storm surge generated by Hurricane Beryl on Monday inundated the coastal town, leaving a huge section of it underwater. Parliamentary Representative Emma Hippolyte joined the disaster and other officials on Tuesday to assess the damage and to begin restoration efforts.
Yes, we've had some damages in the agricultural sector, but thank God this time around Foshajac is spared because, every serious hurricane, Foshajac is the first community that always gets the brunt of it. This time, the crops are damaged, but lives are not lost. So again, we have to say thank God. We have been working with the farmers, as you know, before. We will continue working with them. The Lord give and the Lord take away.
Soufriere fishers were made to pay a heavy price by Hurricane Beryl, which destroyed many of their vessels. In an ironic twist, the fishers had just finished celebrating Fisherman's Feast over the weekend and, aware of the impending danger, had taken steps to secure their boats. But Mother Nature would play a cruel joke on the men by sending a powerful tidal surge well inland to smash their boats, tossing them around like toys in the hands of a heedless toddler. In other news, industrial action by Bank of St. Lucia staff continued on Monday, with employees reportedly staying away from work. That should be on Tuesday. Last Friday, the employees protested with placards outside the bank's main Bridge Street branch. The workers are demanding the removal of one of BOSL's senior managers, citing various grievances, including concerns over a job evaluation report, alleged reports of victimization, disrespect, and violation of the organization's anti-fraud values. On Friday, Bank Chairman Evaristus Jamari revealed the plans to engage the National Workers Union and the bank's managing director in an attempt to resolve the ongoing industrial action. St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, or LUCILEC, is reminding customers of the need to trim overhanging branches after reporting significant damage to its electrical system during the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Power has since been restored to 95% of customers who lost service during the passage of the storm.
LUCILEC actually has 32 feeders that feed all of our customers throughout the country, and only 9 of those feeders actually went down during the hurricane. So we only lost about 30% of our customers. And when the all clear was given to essential service providers at 8 o'clock on Monday evening, we were able to restore 95% of our customers by about 4 o'clock in the morning, after 3 in the morning, before the guys came in, and then they went back out this morning about 7 o'clock to start to restore the other.
Most of the power outages were caused by damage to power lines from trees, branches, and just the wind. The public is being urged to trim trees on their properties to help prevent these outages in the future. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Wonderful. Kendall, thank you so very much. We need to take a break and come right back. next coming days, certainly, I guess you would expect it, and I hope you're not offended by it in any way. I know you would not be, but we will be keeping in touch with some of our counterparts over in Grenada, following up on what is happening over there, the aftermath of Beryl. Our first connect was with Nikita. Nikita is from WPG 10 News, and at this stage, it's just merely some rounding up of what is really happening on the ground. No real information yet can come in because the crews are still trying to get, grounding and trying to go on over the Carriacou, trying to get a feel of where it is that they are to make proper and better assessments. But we still caught up with Nikita, and she gave us a little bit of what is happening as we speak. Well, at least we can still find some moment to smile a little bit. I'm here with Nakita Wells is from WPG 10 News in Grenada, one of my colleagues back home. And I'm grateful that you're okay and your family is fine. My family is okay. Well, at least for the mainland, we can speak, Nakita. But how are you really? I know my anxiety was up.
I am okay. Mentally, the storm took a toll on me mentally, but thankfully, physically, all the structures are okay. My family is okay, so I am okay.
Wonderful. Well, I know a lot is, right now it's even too soon because, as much as the anxiety is there, there is protocols, there's things that have to happen in order for things to happen in the right way. So I know a lot is happening on the ground, but at the same time, there is still sort of limitation in terms of what can be, how far persons can go with their mission until after some extensive assessment is done. Can you give us a little update, what is going on the ground? I know WPG sent out, well, at least tried to send out some crew members on the ground in Carriacou. Is there still absolutely no connection from PT Martinique? Is there any word? Have anybody been able to get any word from PT Martinique? Just give us a synopsis of what is really going on the ground.
All right. Well, currently on the ground in Carriacou, as you just mentioned, it's nearly impossible to get communication with persons over there because it is reported that the cell tower is down, and obviously with no electricity and everything, it's very hard to get communication. But I spoke to a friend over there briefly, and she did mention that they're getting connection in the marina from one of the yachts. Okay. They got some internet connection there to communicate with their family. And she said that the entire island is flattened and they would have to build from scratch from her observation. There has been a report of 3 deaths on the island, and the airport is also badly damaged from reports that we have gotten. So far in Carriacou, the picture is not looking too bright. Mostly all the buildings have been damaged, as you can see. The entire eye of the hurricane covered the island, so that should tell you how badly they were hit. As you said, we sent out some personnel, so we're waiting for confirmation from the relevant authorities. But so far, from what we know, it doesn't look nice for Carriacou.
Wonderful. PT Martinique, I know we have not been able to connect with anybody in PT Martinique. Is that still the case?
Yes, that's still the case. We haven't been able to reach anybody in PT Martinique. I'm hoping that before the end of the day, I try to make communication and someone told me that they would try to get back to me in probably an hour or so. So I'm hoping there is a guy over there with a Grenadian over there with the crew. So I'm hoping that I will be able to communicate with him soon so that I could give an update on what is happening in PT Martinique. But so far, I haven't been able to speak to anyone in PT Martinique.
Right.
Communication.
Now, very, very right. Now, I know that the government, I know the cabinet is meeting at 3, sometime at 3, and then only then the Prime Minister will be able to make an extensive assessment and be able to take things from there. But we do know that there are some yachts that are from the marina in Grenada who is actually attempting to carry supplies and stuff. Are they allowed? Are these things happening? Do you know what is up with that? Because I know a few people offered their services as volunteers, but they've been put on hold for now until after the cabinet meeting and a more comprehensive approach could be taken by the Prime Minister and his crew. So what can you tell us in light of that?
Well, what I can say is that persons were asked to drop off non-perishable items this morning, and a boat left this morning with items for the sister ad. I'm not sure as to volunteers, as you say, we have to wait for cabinet and everything before the volunteers and everything go over to the island. But I know that aid is being sent to the island. We have a next boat that is leaving. I'm not sure what time the other boat is leaving. Tyrrell Bay is currently in Trinidad getting some stuff to come up as well. And we also saw Guyana sending over some relief. So I can only speak about the aid for now, and I know that they're getting aid, but as far as it relates to the volunteers and stuff, we would have to wait after the cabinet meets to get an update on that.
Right. Would you be able to give us an update now as to in terms of regional aid? Well, you just mentioned a thought that we would have to wait. So now that we know that persons within the region are actually, sending forth aid, is that recommended? Do you believe that they're open now for that as well?
But I can't say definitely, but I know that I've seen them sending from Trinidad and from Guyana.
Right.
So I think that it would be open. I don't think that would be something that would be refused, because, as I said, the island of Caribou is in grave need. But I would say that we wait until we get confirmation from the Prime Minister. But all for now, I can only speak about Guyana and Trinidad sending aid to Caribou.
Wonderful. Now, Nakisa, I just needed to touch base so we could get a feel of what is going on. But certainly, we will get in touch with you and the team again once they have touched the ground in Carriacou. They're on the ground, and they would have done some more extensive work through the communities and see what's going on and be able to give us a more comprehensive report as well. So we look forward to that. But thank you very much, and big up to you and your team. And we look forward to more communication in the coming days and the coming hours as well.
Sure, we will keep in touch.
Absolutely. Have a good one, and continue to be safe. Well, in my trip, my recent trip, was it that recent? Well, whenever it was, when I had that made that trip with Sunrise Airways over to Dominica, we did caught up with the tourism minister over there, and I think it's appropriate now to rope her back in to give a little form of hope, maybe back home to my homeland, because remember they were actually reviving and rebuilding from their own disaster not so long ago. That was Hurricane Maria. So you know what, I think it's fitting now to give you a little insight that, you know what, all is not lost. There is hope. And you know what? Yes, the disasters come, but there's always rebuilding after. And that is where we stand firm as a people. So here is the Minister of Tourism, where we talk about the new marina that they were erecting over in Dominica. I'm here with Denise Charles Pemberton. She is the Minister of Tourism in Dominica. I'm excited. She's woman. Yeah, girl power. Sorry, I had to take it there. It is such an honor. How are you? To be on your island is awesome.
Oh, I'm elated tonight. Today's one of the best days for Dominica.
I know. Well, we're here on the island. We came with the Sunrise Airways, but certainly we caught wind that your marina, you had a groundbreaking ceremony for your absolutely exquisite marina today. Being part of the tourism industry, this is definitely, like you said, this is a great day for Dominica. You want to expand a little on that for us?
Yes, this marina project is a game changer for us, especially in the yachting sector. It is a project that has been discussed by many governments. In fact, we had a strategic plan done 50 years ago by Shackland Cox. And so since then, it has been the intention of many governments to build a marina in Dominica. But it took this Dominica Labour Party administration to finally do it. So I'm really excited for the stakeholders in the yachting sector and the people in the north. It's really going to be a boost for them in their economy and really, really increase the level of business activity that we have in the north of the island.
Wonderful. As it stands right now, what is going to change so significantly with the inclusion of this new marina?
So, if you know Dominica, naturally in Portsmouth, in Prince Rupert Bay, you have about 2,000 yachts who come here annually during the yachting season, and you have some mega ships who come to Dominica. But obviously, we don't have the facilities for their provisioning and to facilitate them in a really professional and grand way. We do have a PACE group that was formed that cater to them. But if they were to dock or to have other amenities, it is not available. So this marina here in the north, you can imagine if organically we get so many yachts to the destination. Imagine what the marina will do. So, and it's going to be a state-of-the-art marina. It will be competitive any major marina in the Caribbean. And we're just looking forward to welcome mega yachts and some larger vessels to the country. As you know, the Caribbean region is the most has rebounded faster post-COVID and is doing very well right now. Everybody wants to come to the Caribbean. And one of the things we've been discussing as ministers of tourism is multi-destination marketing. So Dominica, which is in progress of having its international airport and having a marina, will certainly be more in line with our brothers and sisters to effectively market our destination, as it will become much easier for different type of visitors to come to our island. So I'm hoping that this is just going to add more value to the Caribbean as a destination, as we can say mega yachts, super yachts come to Dominica, and we'll have more. By 2027, Dominica will also have more non-stop flights from major source markets. So currently we have American Airlines, which provide non-stop service from Miami. And in the winter season, they'll be doing daily flights from October 7th to March 31st. But in 2027, we'll have our international airport complete. So we will be able to receive direct flights from UK, Canada, China. And then the marina should come on stream. So it will be transformative for Dominica.
And, well, we've got a Miss District High contestant. DBS is in. What are you going to be doing? Let's meet our girl. There's a lot of pageantry going on. Whilst we're at it, let's say congratulations to Miss Bounty Rum for capturing the Miss St. Lucia title. But we have our girl here. This is the Miss DBS in the upcoming Miss District High. Kiana, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm doing
Wonderful.
fine.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, because of course you're going to be representing us. And we're going to be making a lot of noise rooting for you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm 19-year-old Kiana Thomas, coming from the farming community of Chasse Babono. I'm a very enthusiastic individual, fun to be around. I love nature. For example, I love to go on nature trails, adventure walks and whatnot. In my spare time, I love singing and dancing and also cooking.
You cook, girl?
Yes,
Ay,
I
ay,
do.
ay, that is it, my kind of girl. Let me tell you something. A woman that knows her way around the kitchen, you can't go wrong with that. Tell me a little bit about getting involved in the pageant. Have you been in pageantry before? Is it your first time? What's happening here?
It's my first time in pageantry. I was a bit shy at first, nervous, until the group of girls we have, like I would call them sisters, because everybody's getting comfortable with one another now. Whenever we have training, we work together, have fun, laugh, we eat and whatnot. We have that bond.
Right. So you are no longer no shy girl, because why said here nothing, that is no shy girl thing. So that's certainly, being in that pageant has certainly helped you with that.
Yes, it has.
What are some of the other things you think it has helped you with?
It has helped me with building my confidence. I was not confident before, but now I am. And what I realized about it is that many girls are shy and they want to take part in pageantry and whatnot, but they don't have the wisdom and courage to do so.
Right. So do you plan to use this platform to help other persons who may be experiencing that, to help them to overcome this sort of shyness and this sort of self-confidence issue?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you see what I'm telling you. So moving forward, what can we expect? When is the pageant going to be, and what can we expect? Well, you definitely break it down that it's a team of really excitement, and the girls seem to be at high level. So we're looking forward to another high element of this competition again this year round, and you are part of that. So what can we look forward to? When is the show is going to be? What would you want to say to persons to encourage them to be part of the show? Why should they come?
The show is August 10th at the National Cultural Center. Tickets are 40 EC, and for kids under 12, it's 10 EC. I'm looking forward to bringing the crown home. I'm looking forward to make DBS personnel smile.
Certainly. Oh, certainly.
Yes, and come all to come support me, Kiana Thomas, in bringing the crown home.
Right. Well, we wish you the very best of luck. And you know what?
Thank you.
Something about us at DBS, whenever you see we take up somebody, we don't drop you at all. So you welcome to the family of DBS.
Thank you.
Certainly. All right, and all the best. And see you guys at Miss District High. We already know which corner we're going to be in.
Yes, DBS.
And there you have it. That is our program for today. We will be joining you again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning. In the meantime, go on out and remember to be safe. Remember, there is a system that is out there. Again, we need to be vigilant and we need to keep our guards up and monitor these systems. Also, a reminder that the D-Vibe show has been cancelled. So stay tuned for more updates on that as well.